Grand Rising, happy Monday. I pray everybody's having a positive, productive day so far today. If you're not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that today. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day. I also want to send loving, healing energy to anyone who's still recovering from the storms, anybody dealing with displacement, depression, addiction, homelessness, anxiety, fear, regret, shame, whatever you're dealing with today. Just know that you're not alone, and I'm sending you loving, healing energy. That being said, I'm here to get the daily affirmation for Monday, October 28th, 2024. While I was shuffling before I actually came on camera, I saw divine timing and make it God's. We talk about it often, how everything happens for a reason. We do our part and then give the rest. It was 1:11 on the timer. We do our part and then we give the rest to Him, right? We do have to do our part. That's where a lot of people forget that, it's a two-way street. We have to put in the work and the effort. All right, we have self-love and contentment. Self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When we step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. Wow, I was just watching a video about that before I came on. And then we have contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. That pretty much goes with Make It God's. The video that I was just watching before I came on was specifically speaking of self-forgiveness, which is part of self-love. It's part of the healing journey. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. That very much goes with our daily devotion as well. That video is uploaded. If you're seeing this, that video is already uploaded. Go check it out. A lot of people lose touch with their inner child. And I'll be the first one to admit that for a long time, I didn't take care of my inner child. I never really knew how to be a child. I grew up very fast. I had a lot of responsibility at a very young age. I grew up with a single mother, working 2 jobs and going to school. So I never really got to be a child. Not like that, you know what I mean? And I used to talk about it a lot, about the self-forgiveness. The self-forgiveness is the hardest part. It's easy for me to forgive other people. But for whatever reason, which it may not be this way for everybody, but I know it is this way for me, the self-forgiveness for me is the hardest part. Forgiving myself for making bad choices, for not loving my inner child, for not being kind to myself. My whole life, I've been my own worst critic. I'm harder on myself than anybody else could ever be. But when it's all said and done, you find that when you can embrace the self-forgiveness, even, for me, it's not one of those things where you just do it and it's done, it's over, you don't have to do it anymore. For me, it's something repetitive. I have to do it often where, yes, maybe I forgave myself for something, but then for whatever reason it comes back up and I start beating myself up about it again. And 4:44 on the timer. It's something that I have to keep working on. And that in itself causes me to be hard on myself. because it brings it all back up again. So I just want to encourage anybody today that's struggling with contentment, that's struggling with self-love and self-forgiveness. Please know, 5:15 on the timer, this life is meant to teach us. We're meant to learn. And the best way to learn is from making that mistake. And the more loving we become to ourselves, the self-forgiveness, the self-kindness, the self-contentment, the more comfortable you become in that, the easier it becomes. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it gets easier over time. So go easy on yourself. I know 5:55 on the timer. I know it's easier said than done. It's a process. But the more we practice, the better we get, right? As always, be grateful for what you have. The big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life. And you never know the impact it could have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.